I think second week in November, we got our passport request. It came as a shock to us, right? Because we had not prepared. We were not expecting it to come that fast. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael. I'm a Nigerian immigrant living in Toronto, Canada. Today, I'll be telling the second part of my PR journey from Nigeria to Canada. How I got my PR alongside my wife within 3 months. Yes, you heard right. I got my permanent residence visa to Canada in 3 months. If you have not seen the first part of this video, please check it out. I'll link it up here. We submitted our application in August, and by October we did our biometrics at VFS in Lagos. November, I think second week in November, we got our passport request. It came as a shock to us, right? Because we had not prepared. We were not expecting it to come that fast. Because we were not expecting our process to be that fast, we were not ready, we were not prepared at all. In fact, our passport was almost expiring. We were waiting for it to remain 6 months so we could renew. We had not taken our passport photos. That's one of the requirements when you're sending your passports for visa stamps, for the confirmation of permanent residence. Oh well, when the passport request came in November, we had no choice but to just send our passports like that. We had barely 6 months and 2 weeks validity on our passports, and we just kept our fingers crossed and hoped for the best that it would be stamped as it was at the time. After sending our passport to the visa office, then the wait started. In fact, it took so long. I don't know what happened. VFS Lagos was just so messed up at the time that people had to wait several weeks. I'm talking about 6 weeks, 8 weeks, waiting for their passports to be returned, and it was really crazy. At the time we waited, I remember I said we sent our passports to the visa office in November. We sent it around November 11th. We did not get our passport back until the 29th of December. We waited more than a month for the passports to get back. It was really difficult. That period of waiting, not knowing how to plan, what next to do. It was extremely difficult, and I can imagine for people who were in the pool or who had applied and were waiting for decisions on their requests. I can only imagine how it felt to wait and just wait for the outcome of your application. I can imagine how terrible, how difficult that would be. While waiting for our passports to return from the VFS office, we had started we started the process of leaving our jobs. I had sent in my notice of resignation to my employer. My wife did the same. She sent a notice of resignation to our employer at the time, and we started selling our property. I sold my car. We found someone else to take over our rents of the house. We sold almost everything in the house: the refrigerator, the stove, everything, the furniture. We sold everything, and we disposed all our property between friends and family, and we started packing our bags, just waiting for the passports and our visas to be sent back to us. I almost forgot to mention that we had to actually reschedule our flights because our visas did not come back on time. We had planned, because when we sent the passports to the visa office, we expected it to be back within 3 months or at most 1 month. So we went ahead to book our ticket, right? But the passports didn't come on time. So we had to reschedule our flight, I think for another 1 week. So we had to reschedule it into January. So at last, 29th of December, our visas arrived. It was a dream come true. I can't explain the feeling. It felt so good. And we're just so grateful that it came at the time it did. Well, you can only complain, but you know, God knows the right time. And it came at the right time for us. Well, it was just on point because we had already packed our bags, we had said our goodbyes, we had bought the stuff we needed to bring. We came along with a lot of things that we knew that we would need when we get here. In fact, we got our winter jackets, we got our boots, we got socks from Nigeria so that the winter cold will not slap us. Well, it still did. New Year's Day, we went to the airport and left. We arrived Toronto, Canada on the 2nd of January, and the immigration officer told us, "Welcome to Canada. You are now permanent residents." Ooh. I'm just grateful to God for my journey, for my family, my friends, just for God's grace, because this journey has been absolutely God's grace. I can't say that it was something spectacular that we did that made our application to be that fast. I can't say there was anything extra that we did. I would just say that God just wanted it to happen, and it happened that way. Coming up on the channel, I'll be telling you how the express entry works. I'll be sharing tips on how to increase your CRS scores. I'll be sharing tips on how to ace IELTS and pass it at once. Yeah, because I know that is one major hurdle that a lot of us had to cross, right? Also, I'll be sharing vlogs of how I live my life in Canada, the cost of living here, how we chose this province. I'm in Ontario province, by the way. So I'll be sharing tips on the things to look out for when you're choosing a province when coming to Canada as a permanent resident. So please, if that is the kind of content you'd like to see, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Also like this video and share it with your friends and family. We are going for 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year. Please, let's make it happen. I'm counting on you. Thank you very much. Bye.